finding the percent. So in the first two, we found part of a number. In the next one, we found the whole number, or what we should have started with. And in this situation, they're leaving the percentage out. So we're still going to use those same steps. It's just that now they're asking for the percent. Okay, so the one thing that's going to change is instead of moving our decimal ahead of time, because we had the percent before, we're going to have to do that after we get our answer. Okay, so we're still going to write down our equation the way that we did. So 9.5 still means equals what percent. Now, when I get where it says what percent, I use the letter P because it's visual for me to remember. I have one step to do at the end because it's asking for P, the percent. Okay, of means times 25. Okay, here's my equal sign. I have the letter P times 25 on one side, and I just need the letter P. So I'm going to divide by 25. To get rid of it, divide by 25. So now when I punch this in on my calculator, I punch it in the way I see it, top divided by bottom. So 9.5 divided by 25. When I do that, this is what I get. P equals 0.38. Now I have to remember it did ask what percent. So I need to change that 0.38 to a percent. Remember, a percent sign goes on the right side and it has two circles on it. So I'm going to move two places to where I would put a percent sign. So my final answer is 38%, not 0.38. Okay, so make sure that you're remembering to put it in that final format of the percent. Okay, so let's try another one of those. Whoops. Okay, so 15 is what percent of 40? 15 is what percent, so I'm going to put the letter P, of times 40. Okay, so we've got the letter P times 40 on one side, so we want to divide by 40. Divide by 40. So now we punch it on our calculator the way we see it, 15 divided by 40. And when we do that, this is what I get. P equals 0.375. So remember, a percent sign has two circles, right? Only two circles on it. I only get to move two places towards where I would put it. 1, 2. So my final answer is 37.5%. Now, unless they ask you to round it, leave it as its decimal number. If you, for me, had rounded it to 38%, I would accept that. But realize that if you're doing a standardized test, they may only give 37.5 as the correct answer option. So make sure that you're paying attention. Maybe look at those answer options and see, do any of them have a decimal before I go through and change it to a 38%, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and have you try one of these now on your own. So remember, it's the same steps that you've done. It's just that now you're gonna change that decimal answer to its percent form. So go ahead and pause your video and work your way through this one. Remember to give your answer in its percent form. Okay, so this one was kind of tricky because it was a pretty small number. So when you went through and you solved it and you got 0.005, remember, you still only moved two places. So it doesn't become 5%, but it becomes 0.5%. Okay, so that's working with percentage. The key thing in this lesson, make sure that you understand the word is means equals and the word of means to multiply. The other step that you have to remember, if you are working with a percentage, remember to change it to its decimal form before working and multiplying with it. And if it asks for the percent, remember to move your decimal two places and only two because a percent sign has two circles. And you move it to the right because a percent sign is on the right side of the number. Good luck with this lesson.